Hey everybody, I'm Greg.
I'm Katy. Welcome to our December episode of our road trip acquisitions.
The Christmas edition.
This one, we didn't have to go too far for any of these. In fact, I think most of them came to us in one fashion or another.
One was a rescue game.
The rest all were
there's
Christmas gifts.
Yeah, rescue pets, rescue games, And it wasn't from a thrift store either.
Nope, was not.
But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But before we get started, go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. The thing should be
I'll put it there at the bottom. Yep. See if I can
join us on our Facebook group, the Meeple Society.
Help us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to the page. Click the bell if you want notification of future content. Mm-hmm. And if all that is not enough, join us on our podcast. We do a monthly podcast with Mark and Jess. You can find that anywhere you listen to podcasts by searching the Meeple Society.
So let's go.
Let's get started. Which one do you want to start with?
I don't care. You want to start?
So let's get started. This one was one, I'm going to start with this guy off the top. This is one I found on Amazon. I'd been looking for this for a while. I can never find it. So I was so happy to find this guy. It's a Wonderful World. What is this? War or Peace.
This makes the game a campaign game.
It's a Wonderful World a campaign game. Not like we don't have enough of those already, but
it's a game we really like. We've done a video on it. Check it out on the YouTube channel, the Meeple Society.
So
just a little plug.
So I'm looking forward to breaking this one down. I had forgotten it was campaign. For some reason, I was thinking it was co-op, and I guess campaign is typically co-op, but it actually gives you envelopes, so sealed envelopes. So I'm looking forward to breaking this one down and
gives it that legacy feel.
Yeah, seeing what it changes. So that is It's a Wonderful World, War or Peace.
Mm-hmm. So the next ones that I have, it's actually two of the same but different, if that makes sense.
It will when you show it to them.
We got this from Mark and Jess, our co-hosts on the podcast, and on plenty of the videos we do. This is one that they gave us a copy of one that they had, and they didn't really like it, but we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was right up our alley.
This is the Unsolved Case Files. Katy really likes this better than like Chronicles of Crime because you have the physical evidence.
It's hands-on.
Yes, it's hands-on. It's not scan the card to see what it is. This is all right there. So if you can't find who did it with what you have,
the answers are all there.
Right there.
It's there.
You do use the computer a little bit because when you have a spot that you need to solve or the answer for something, you click it on the computer and it'll
It tells you whether you're right or not. Yeah, it tells you whether you're right or not.
We have the 1992 case of Jamie Banks. Yeah. It was a homicide.
Yep.
And we have the 1947 case of Veronica Falcone, which was also a homicide.
I'm looking forward to doing these. I really like the hands-on tactile feel of this. And I don't know if we've ever talked about it, but on the when we talked about the last one that we did years and years ago, I used to run a Beyond the Supernatural game where we played. The premise of the game was that all of the characters in the game were FBI agents in the Vermont branch of the FBI, and they dealt with paranormal cases, kind of like X-Files type of thing. And I would hand everybody case files at the beginning of the game. We'd start the game, they'd get called into the office for a briefing, and here's your case file with all the information we have so far. And they would have to go through the case and get the evidence. And this reminds me of that.
And it's cool that the game comes in the evidence bag.
Yeah, it comes sealed in the evidence bag. Cool. I like that. So I'm looking forward to playing these.
Yep,
those will be fun. Thank you, Mark and Jess.
Yes, thank you, Mark and Jess.
Okay.
You go next.
Next one is we picked up Terraforming Mars. I found this on sale somewhere, so I was very happy with that.
This is the collector's edition.
Yes,
right?
I actually found the collector's edition on sale. We got a chance to play the Target edition at the retreat that did not have
I thought it was the collector's
maybe it
edition.
was, maybe it was a collector's edition. I'm sorry. And I remember thinking I would not want to play the Target edition because
The collector's edition has the
it
dual
has
layer
the dual layers, right?
player boards
Right.
that holds things a lot better than just a piece of.
Right. So if you get the Target edition and you want the dual layer, you're going to spend more money getting overlays, which I have no problem with overlays. I have plenty of them, trust me. But I really wanted the collector's edition that was kickstarted, and I found this on sale. So we went ahead and picked it up because I did enjoy the game, even though I think we discovered later we played it wrong. Because it had left a sour taste in my mouth, and then we discovered we had missed a very important rule.
Yes.
That and we were taught the game by another couple at the retreat, but
And they were the ones that broke the rule.
and yes,
They taught us wrong.
They missed the rule if there's a hand limit.
Yes.
So and that left a sour taste in my mouth because we didn't realize it till much later.
One lady was playing with us had the.
She must have had 40
something
cards
that
in her hand.
She was just getting cards after cards after
Yeah.
cards. So yeah, she had over half the deck in her hands that she could
at
just
one point
pull from. And
yeah. So anyway, I'm anxious to try it by the correct rules. I love Terraforming Mars. It's one of my favorite games. We did a video on that too. But so I like the idea of being able to break it out with a shorter play time and still get that same feel.
Yes.
So like I said, I'm anxious to play it now with the correct rules and see what that changes. So all right, but that's Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition.
Okay.
Just put this down here.
My next one is we went to our game store in Greenfield. We've talked about it plenty of times hitherto. To only basically to go get gift cards that we were getting from Mark and Jess, because they're really hard to buy games for because they have a completely different style of games that they like than what we like.
And I don't know what they already have.
Well, I do. As long as they
true.
keep their BGG collection up
That's
to
true.
date, I can see it. But it's hard to figure out the exact type of game that they will enjoy. And I don't want to just get them in here. You'll like this game, and then they not like it. So we just got them gift cards.
Mark is very particular.
Yes, to the store. So while we were there, though, I found this. This was a game that we played at. Well, we didn't really play it.
We didn't play. You watched it at the retreat.
I was watching it at the retreat.
Well, I was doing something
Saturday
else. I don't
night,
remember what it was.
one of the last nights of the thing, and they actually started asking me what I thought. But this is a game you get. It's called So Clover. So Clover. Everybody that's playing, it's up to a 6-player, 3 to 6. Everybody would get a clover. You're gonna pull the clovers out.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's already open. Why not?
Okay.
So everybody gets a clover.
And then you take 4 of these little cards with words on it, and you're gonna put them on your board, and you're just gonna arrange them however you want to make sense. And then you're going to write a letter like this says clothing trail. I'm not sure what that would mean, but you're going to write a word here that would kind of take those two
clothing and shirt.
There you go. And you could put like wardrobe.
Yeah.
Now, after you write all 4 words on there, you take those off and you draw an extra word. Extra card. And then when it's your turn, you put your board out there, you hand them all 5 things, and now they've got to figure out your clues on how that you got those words. And it's a really fun game. We played this the other day on our Christmas that we had with our kids.
Yeah.
And they really liked it.
Yeah, Justin, we played with Justin and Jackie. It was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, nice little party game. It plays up to 6-player. Gosh, I don't think it'd be any harder with 6 than it was with 4.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we just have more people guessing and more to guess.
More conversation.
And basically, there is a scoring way.
There's a scoring mechanism.
There's no winner or loser. Every time you write it down on what do they call that thing? The book or the sheet.
Get it out of there. The record of legends.
The record of legends. So basically, you're going to write down when you played it, how many cards were added, the player count in first names, and then your score. And you're basically just trying to beat your score every time.
I want to make a copy of this before I start writing on it, though.
Yes.
So because they only give you the one, and I thought about laminating it,
But then they'll just
but
wipe
then it
off.
just wipes off.
And the
that's
whole
not
thing
the
is to
point.
record what you played and be
So
stored.
I kind of want to at least scan it in so I have a copy of it online. And who knows, you may be able to download more. I haven't looked at Repost's website to see if you can download it or anything. So we'll have to do that, and then I can write down all of
Yeah, so that's so Clover.
Okay. Well, the next one's just a little bitty expansion. I finally found the pink trains for Ticket to Ride. I'd been wanting to get these since they came out, and I just had never seen them in the store. Whenever I went to the store, they were gone. So I finally, I had watched something that stated they were no longer printing them, and I thought, oh crap. Well, I better get them where I can. I found them on Miniature Market and ordered.
Because it was a limited edition for breast cancer awareness.
Breast cancer awareness that
Proceeds
they got.
went to breast cancer
$2
awareness.
of each purchase, and they were $5 a set. That being said, I had to pay for shipping, but whatever. I got my set. I got sets for both of my son's significant others, wife and girlfriend. So they each have now a set because they both like Ticket to Ride too. So we all have pink trains we can play with.
As long as you're not playing with each other, because then you all want to be pink.
True. That's all right. It's all good. One of us
You'll
gets
have
to
to
be pink. We'll have to take turns.
Yeah. Okay, this next one is actually when I said we had a game rescue. As some of you know, I remodel houses, and we were in a house in a basement, and the shelf was just had a bunch of games that had never been opened, or some of them were still in the shopping bag unopened. And they were supposed to have had everything out of the house because we were getting the whole house. And it was like, I'd seen them. I was like, ooh, man, I wonder if they want these. And then the next day, my boss says, when we come back on Monday, if anything, everything in the basement, whatever's left is going. It's going to the dumpster. And I'm going, ooh, I hope these games are here. Well, I get back and they cleaned the basement out. The games were no longer there. But the trash can was full, and sitting on top of the trash can was Tokyo Highway. Now the box is a little beat up.
Yeah,
and that's fine. If the game plays, who cares about the box, right?
Right, and the game
I know
is in
some of you
perfect
that
condition.
but some of the people who I just said that about, that the box doesn't matter,
I know,
are freaking out right now.
And 90% of the time we feel the same way. I want I like my boxes in pristine condition, but this is one that we literally rescued from the dumpster. So
this game,
I'm okay.
I looked at it, has never been opened.
Yeah.
They never played it, and they just tossed it away.
Yeah, everything's.
I mean, even the little silica packs are still in it. I mean, the little cars packs not ever even been opened.
Yeah.
So I had to save it.
I'm excited to play it.
I heard about it. I'm not real big on dexterity games, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So this was Tokyo Highway. I've looked at a couple videos of it, so it looks interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it plays. Who knows? It may end up in a collection. It may end up in the travel collection. But we'll see afterwards. But yeah, so we actually save games here at the Meeple Society. So
we can,
this is one of them.
Yeah. All right. The next one was a Christmas present for me from Greg. These things weigh a lot. This is now, on the November episode, we stated that we got Kanban, which, you can see in the edge of the video there. We got Kanban EV, and we did not get the collector's edition of that. I just got the regular retail edition, but I'd seen the metal cars, the metal cars, but they were so expensive. I just couldn't justify the cost. But if it's a Christmas present, I'm okay with this. So he got me the big heavy metal trains. Oh my gosh, I wish you could feel these. They must weigh 5 pounds, maybe 3 pounds,
maybe.
I don't know, whatever. They weigh a lot, but I'm excited to play with the metal cars. And there's nothing wrong with the wood cars. There really isn't. No. These just add a little detail to the game. So I'm excited to play with them. So yeah, that's on EVs, metal. You want to say trains, metal cars. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so this next one, Katy, or did I find it?
You found it.
Found it on Amazon, right? They were having a big sale. This game normally retails, this is actually an expansion, normally retailed at like $50. And what I find it on 19
20,
bucks,
yeah,
like 19
$19.
bucks. And that is the expansion for Zombicide Invaders.
Yep.
And this is the Black Ops expansion.
And
we have not opened it, as you can see, so I'm not sure exactly. I mean, it looks like it's adding more characters.
Yeah.
It's adding more boards, pieces, all kinds of stuff. And I imagine some more scenarios for it. So
more standard Zombicide expansion. We had picked up the original of this,
the Invaders.
Yeah, of this edition of Zombicide at, oh gosh,
that little bitty store that wasn't a store.
I'm trying to remember what it's called. A little store on the south side of Indy. Basically way in there. Yeah, it was a gamers club.
And the way they paid rent was by selling games, but they didn't label themselves as a game store.
Even though Google did.
As a matter of fact, when we went in, they looked at us like we were crazy.
Yeah.
Because all you would see was all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff right up front. And I kind of looked around the corner seeing games. I said, oh, here's the games over here. And they follow us. Then he's like, this really isn't a game store.
Well, he gave us a full tour though. He gave us the tour and told us all about the club, and it sounds really neat. I think if they were closer, we would definitely join. But it's a good.
Is it like
Ye Gamers Guild? Ye Gamers Guild. So if you're on the south side of Indy, check it out. Really neat bunch of people. Like I said, if we were closer, I would definitely join, but we would never get in there. So it was just too far away from us. But yeah. We picked that up. I'm looking forward to playing it. We played it once. We played the base game once and really enjoyed it. It definitely puts a different spin on Zombicide.
Yes, it does.
So I'm looking forward to playing some more of those scenarios and then breaking this guy out. We had decided we were done with Zombicide, but I don't know. I kind of liked this edition.
Yep.
We'll see. Okay. I've got the next one is another Christmas present from Greg. Dice Hospital Community Care. I had thought about the Kickstarter on this guy when it first came out on Kickstarter, but for whatever reason, just never did it. But Greg found it on, well, wherever, but regardless, it was a Christmas present, and it adds a bunch of different scenarios to it. It adds, what is it, like city expansion, the maternity expansion. That's the one I was looking at. Investments expansion and a solo mode. So, but I love Dice Hospital. I like the manipulating the dice and the puzzle of how you're going to
heal everybody.
Yeah, how you're going to use your staff to the best of its ability, to the best capacity to save as many dice as you can. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this changes. But yeah, that's Dice Hospital Community Care.
So the next one we have here is more Marvel Champions, and this is the hood. This is the latest of the little mini expansions that just come in the single box. I can honestly tell you, I don't know. My knowledge of Marvel is the cinematic universe. So doing this, I'm learning a lot about the Marvels, but I don't really know a lot about these guys here.
No, I don't either.
I don't even know exactly who the hood is. So, but we will find out when we play the scenario. Now, this box is empty because Katie's getting ready to show you our next big thing that we actually talked in the last show. It finally came in. Katie actually put it together. This is cool.
This is our storage system for Marvel Champions. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. This sucker holds all of our cards so far. We purchased this on Etsy. I'm going to from, oh gosh, Daydream Gaming on there you go, Daydream Gaming from on Etsy. Nice thing, it comes, well, just like any other insert or box, it comes unassembled, but this was really easy to put together. I was shocked how simple it was. I don't normally do the wood assemblies, Greg does, but this is, if you can see this now, everything is nice and organized. It came with, I think, 6 of these, and then I ordered extras. We still even have room. Shockers, look at that. But yeah, here's the hood. No, the hood is somewhere, wherever.
It's going to be back here. Yeah.
Yep,
There. See,
there
here's
it
the
is.
hood.
There's the hood right there. Okay. But so that is the box. Now the inserts, the cards that we also have, these came from another company, and ironically, two totally different companies, and they work really well together. These came from Tesseract Gaming, I think was the name of it. Tesseract Games in England and London. So I ordered these, and that's what all of these cards are. I love these.
Yeah.
But it just made putting this
this
all together so simple.
So this has everything of Marvel Champions except for these two, which are not out,
Well,
and
Kang, which we
Kang.
discovered we didn't
We
have.
thought we had Kang, but we don't have Kang
But otherwise, everything that's out for the Marvel universe right now, for the Marvel
currently out,
Champions
other than
universe,
Kang.
other than Kang.
And then Vision and
Which
Valkyrie's
are
coming
still
out, plus the Sinister pack is coming out.
Which
The box.
oh yeah,
The
which
next
I don't
big
think
box.
I don't have those cards yet. We'll
So you'll have to order those.
when he has them. So, but yeah, so this was one of our, like I said, we talked about this on the last game, is my storage system. I was very excited to get this all organized, so nice and neat.
And now we can play it a little bit easier.
It'll
than
be a
having to
lot
pull out
easier
3
to
or 4
mix
different
and match,
boxes.
and because this is
Mhm.
all of our heroes. We just lined them up alphabetically here. And then all of the extra cards that you can put into your decks are
Customize each
here
of
to
them.
customize your decks. And then
The box
this
sets.
is the box sets, the 3 different box sets that have come out so far. And then this is
All the little
well, this
the
is
sets like, oh yeah, that's
these
the
are from the
base
base
game.
game. This is from the core game.
And then the rest of them are all the ones that come out like the blister packs. Yeah.
These are the 3 blister packs. And like I said, I've got room here for Kang that we're missing.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's that. Now, one other thing I discovered, and I was waiting to use this as a sample. We also discovered, I wanted to share this because I had heard about this, but had never believed it was possible. But I needed a way to store cards outside of a bag, and I hate rubber bands. Sorry for those of you that use them. I hate rubber bands. Maybe I get smacked by them too often at work. I don't know. I just don't like them. So I discovered, it's called Hugo's Amazing Tape, and I want to show you this stuff because we were kind of leery of anything sticking to the side of our cards, hence why we don't like rubber bands. But this stuff is completely clear. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, it doesn't stick.
It doesn't stick to anything.
On either side.
So what I love about this, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut off a small piece of it. This is a pretty big roll of it, so I'm okay. And I'm going to grab Hulk here. So this is Hulk's deck. So this stuff does not stick to the cards. You can see that, how it's not sticking at all. But if you wrap it around, trying to do this so that you can see what I'm doing, it totally sticks to itself.
Do it this way.
There you go. So it totally sticks to itself,
And I'll
and
take it back off. It slides right off.
it just slides right off, and there's your card. So I don't know. I wish I had discovered this stuff years ago. This is great, and it's totally reusable. You just peel off. Now, if I can find where the end was, there's the end right there. It just peels right off and sticks right back on. So, gosh, if you've already known about this stuff, it's awesome, isn't it? If you don't, and you want to get away from all those plastic bags that take up space in dividers or inserts, this is a great way of sticking your cards into an insert in a game without having to fold over plastic bags to get them into the hole provided, or without having the cards slide all over the place by the next time you open the box up.
Mhm.
And that's the main thing I wanted it for, is I was tired of opening my boxes and all the chits would be right where they belong in the insert, but the cards would be all over the place because they're just slide around the minute you turn the box on end. So, but yeah, I really like this stuff. It's well worth the money. I just found it on Amazon, honestly. So it was not very expensive, certainly not for what it does. So I just wanted to share that a little bit. Let's guys back.
So
Get him back up. So that is
everything
it.
for the month of December. And as Katie said, we won't be back in January with anything because we won't get anything. Yeah.
That being said, I also got a $50 gift card for Miniature Market for Christmas. So we'll see how well that.
We'll see you in
goes.
January.
Hopefully it'll be a small one. We could just skip to February. Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe not.
We'll see you then.
Yeah.